Welcome to a different kind of video today. Now, we are gonna brew our own beer. Now, there's some essential things you've got to remember before this. You have to become what is called a hipster. That will mean you will need to find your most Baroque style top that you have in your wardrobe and also put your incredibly long hipster hair in a wonderful sort of bun. So I'm not going to tell you exactly how to brew these with the many different recipes. I'm going to omit a couple of things with the specialities just because there might be copyright in these. There often is. So I'm going to tell you how to make a standard mead that they say, and then you can probably guess from the stuff I'm putting in it what is going to be the extra on top of that. You will need a carboy. Don't know what one of those was until I googled it. This is a carboy. You will need a brewing airlock. A cheap plastic one like this will do. And you will need something to measure out all of your measurements, which I didn't have, but now we have. You will also need ale yeast. Now, there's two different types you can do this here. I've gone English because Skyrim is the land of the Nords and it feels very Brexit. So we've gone for English pale hops over the, English ale yeast over American ale yeast. But whatever floats your dinghy, go for that one. So you start with 2 cups of clear honey. Now, you've got to make sure you've sanitised everything because apparently the bacteria can kill the yeast. And it won't kill you, it won't make you feel poorly, it'll just make your mead taste absolutely awful, which is not what you want when you're creating a mead. So, we're going to start with the clear honey. I'm also not in an ideal recording setup, and this is the first food thing we've ever done, so this is going to be interesting. Is it the first food thing we've ever done? Yes, it is. We've done stuff on holiday, but I've never attempted to make something that could kill a small family. Right, clear honey. I've not got a spoon, so we're going to have to make do. Is this a cup? Is this whole thing a cup?
Yes.
Right. We're going to need more honey. We're going to go for it. So, there's probably a better way to do that. Have you got a funnel?
Yes.
Can we have our assistant get us a funnel, please? See, we're actually doing this one. We've got people on hand to help us with things. She doesn't seem too happy about it, but we're going for it. Find me the funnel! We've got the funnel. She now looks terrified. I am basically Ellen. Right. Into the... Honey's not going to sift through a funnel, is it? It's not going to go through a funnel.
Did you just break? Of course it's going to go through a funnel.
But why is it... Right, we might have to speed this part up. Oh, it's gone on the outside as well. This is not going well already. How's the bashing going?
Really well. Look how much has gone in. Oh my god. Why don't you just leave it in the funnel?
Because it's not working! Karen! See? We got there. So when you do this, you can prepare a jug.
It's going at about the same speed.
No, it's really not. I've just realised we're going to hear the dog in this, making many panting noises.
I can see it. Oh, she's...
This is not for you. Please go to dog cam. What is even on the floor?
Nothing.
That's just under 2 cups. Conclusion. Honey is sticky. This has probably come out at Christmas, so Merry Christmas. Fast track the next bit, because the next bit is you need spring water, specifically spring water apparently. 4 cups of spring water to the boil.
You're not measuring it all the way to the top.
No, I'm not.
It's not there for a rough estimate.
Yes, it is. Bring this water to a boil. So we're going to put it in a pan. Some of the honey in it as well, just because we can, probably.
I've never seen anyone spatula water before.
There's honey in it, isn't there? That is the reason. But just in case your water's struggling to get out of the jug, make sure you've got a spatula on hand because water, that liquid is renowned for not flowing very well. I once knew a guy at uni who didn't know how to turn an oven on, but to be fair, yours has got, what, 10 dials. 10 dials. 10 dials! We've got boiled water. We'll move over to the boiled water and then bring it back to the space. And then we're just going to put that in with the last little bit of honey, just to make sure that becomes honey water. I'll put a little bit in here just to get the remainder of the honey out of here.
That's gonna be hot.
Yes. Boiling does that. Yes.
Could shatter at any second.
Yes.
So just put boiling water into a glass jar.
Yes.
Great.
You're a non-speaking role. Shush. Stop sassing me. Bring the 4 cups to a boil, then pour the boiling water over the honey in the carboy and stir or swirl until the honey is dissolved. So it doesn't say let it cool. So you put the water over the honey. See, it's coming together now. We're getting there. Probably best safety-wise to keep the lid on it as you're swirling boiling hot water around your kitchen. Take this off so you can actually see the process. It's very hot. This is me swirling. Pretty dissolved, I'd say. So now you add your extra ingredients and take your hands off the boiling hot carboy. Ouch. So we remove the lid. Then for this one, I'll tell you a couple, but I won't tell you this one ingredient I'm putting in right now. And then I haven't told you this one ingredient that I'm putting in right now. Oh, I cut them too big, but I can't tell you what they are as they go in. These will obviously filter out. And I've got a dog next to me because I've got food in my hands now. I thought this lid was bigger than it was, so you're gonna have to dice whatever this is in my hands that I can't tell you up to make sure it goes in properly. And then the lovely culinary lavender, which is a tablespoon. This is not culinary lavender, this is lavender picked out of a garden, if you were wondering. It's a very messy process when you're an absolute idiot like I am. Just put that in there. Sliced up ginger. She doesn't sound very happy about that. She's still got it on her back. Can we have dog cat? Right, so the ginger's in there. Okay, then you take your cups again. And this time you just want, we put 4, was it 4 we put in there? I think we put 4 in, yeah. Because I've got quite a big carboy, you want the full 8 cups. It's 6 to 8, I'm going to say 8. So the important thing is you don't want to get too ambitious with your yeast. You want to do all this first, and then the yeast comes later. Ambitious yeast. Top it off with that. Oh, that looks fragrant. So now we'll probably do a little cut or a little bit of dog cam while we let this cool to room temperature, because you don't want to put your yeast in while it's warm because you'll kill it. So let it go to room temperature. So we've got to let this one cool a little bit longer. It's going to take a little while. We're going to start preparing the Nord mead. I've already done the honey bit. I've already put the ginger in. We're going to put the zest of a certain fruit, which I won't be mentioning. This is the one that I'm going to omit from this. That's going to all go in, kind of. So all the zest is going to go in from a very common fruit, which you would imagine with zest, but not the common fruit that you would imagine with zest. And then it says cardamom, but I forgot to get some cardamom, so I've ground up a little bit of cinnamon, because we're putting a cinnamon stick in there anyway. It said the best substitute for cardamom is a little bit of cinnamon, so we're just going to put a little bit of that in. Wee tiny bit, just in case it ruins everything. So that's why we're only putting a little bit in. And then we have a cinnamon stick. 1 entire cinnamon stick goes in there. And then the last thing for this one, it's going to be very Christmassy, this, I feel. Christmas Nords. You would think the land of Skyrim, the land of the Nords. They have to keep themselves warm, and it's a very Christmassy blend. So it's a teaspoon, as we wait for my teaspoon to return. When I say teaspoon, I meant tablespoon. I'm really sorry. I'm lying, it is a teaspoon. I'm going to be murdered, right? Of cloves. So these are whole cloves. That's a bit big. But you know, you only live once. And probably not very long if you trust me for your cooking and your brewing of beverages. So the cloves go in like that, and then I do believe that's it. So we've got cinnamon, the zest of a certain fruit, whole cloves, a cinnamon stick, and then the ground cardamom, which I've replaced with a little bit of ground cinnamon. It smells like Christmas. And then we've just got to put the remaining 4 cups of water in like we did before. And like before, and like that one is still doing, when it shouldn't be too far off on that one now, you just let this one cool to room temperature. So when you put your yeast in, you don't kill it. Very dark, this one. And because the zest's in there, it looks quite cloudy. This one's going to be a very interesting one, but it should taste like Christmas. So, very fitting. Doesn't smell of anything.
Hi, Bella.
Please don't inhale yeast.
Right. Hello and welcome back to a talky bit of the video. It's now a little bit, well, a few days before Christmas, and I'm going to try the brew. I'm quite nervous about it because it didn't smell great, or look great, or taste great straight out of the carboys. I feel like we might have needed some form of extra sugar, and I know that makes it more alcoholic in the process, but I feel like maybe the honey wasn't enough. But we'll try it. Hopefully this doesn't go everywhere when I open this. It might. I'm getting ready for that eventuality. It's going all over there, and there's a towel just in case. But hopefully, don't know which one this is, this will be alright. Okay. It didn't burst open. Okay, this is... I think this is the one that had the cinnamon stick in it. So, whatever mead that was way back when I started this video. That tastes like alcohol! It's fragrant. But I don't really like it all that much. It reminds me of gin, weirdly. I think this is because I left it for an extra couple of weeks. I think this is sitting at about 8% as well. I think a lot of people would like this as an alcoholic beverage. Well, I've got to try and describe it the best I can. You've seen what I've put into this. This is the one with the cinnamon stick. It's nicer the more you drink of it. I apologise if I couldn't crop any of this background out today, by the way. I'm getting further back just in case I have an explosion of alcohol all over here. I don't want that to affect all my equipment, so that's why we've got the wide angle lens on and I'm further back. You know what? That's alright, that is. I'm not a massive fan. I wouldn't make that one again. I'm really disappointed about my cider yeast not coming in time because I was really excited for that because I love cider. I love most types. I don't think there's ever been a cider I didn't like to my detriment. So I was looking forward to having a go at brewing my own cider. But we'll have to wait a little bit longer on that one and we'll try the last of the two brews. I should have labelled these, but you can kind of tell one's a cinnamon one and one's an apple one. And this is the apple one. I don't know if they're meant to be really fizzy. Was I meant to carbonate? It didn't say carbonate them in the process. I know some people carbonate them. Would I get some sort of soda stream maybe and pump carbonation through it? Maybe that's the thing I should do. I could do that. But this could ruin everything. But for me, the one with the apple in it, so whichever mead I said that was earlier on, the first one I started making, that's the better one. That tastes quite nice. 2 months of video for quite nice and not really my thing, but I wanted to try it. I wanted to get into some homebrew. Dexterity Drink became a thing. I just want to say thank you. This is the Christmas video. If you're watching this in the archive in 2027, hello, it's probably not Christmas anymore, but it's Christmas 2020, a mad year, a Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you're all doing well. I just thought this would be a fun video to round off the year, something that takes a little bit of time. Brewing beer. Dexterity Drink was born this year because you guys were asking me what I was drinking on stream and it became a thing and we started making a joke of it. So this is an extended version of Dexterity Drink where I've taken it to the extreme, brewed my own homebrew, Skyrim beer, and we've made a couple of meads and they haven't killed me yet. But then again, this might not post, so if this hasn't posted, it possibly has killed me. There is that option and possibility. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your Christmas. Enjoy whatever time it is when you're watching this. I'm going to drink these because now I've opened them, I've kind of got to drink them and see if I can see straight tomorrow. But for now, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, do all those things, and keep watching right here on Dexterity Box.